Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our documentary exploring the intrinsic tapestry of Chicago street gangs, where the colors of affiliations blur and the streets echo with the voices of history. In the heart of America's third largest city, a Masonic black, white, and Latino gang has woven itself into a fabric of Chicago's story. Join us as we take this journey through this labyrinth of these communities, tracing our origins, our struggles, and enduring impact on the city's social landscape. From the alleyways of the past to the present days of reality, we delve into the complex dynamics that have shaped these groups and these people in these cities that we call home. So prepare to witness the raw truths and untold narratives that define the origins of Chicago's nation business. David Barksdale, known as the king of the black gangster disciple nation, emerged from the gritty streets of Chicago's South Side, a landscape of survival often meant navigating the labyrinth of this poverty, this violence, and this chaos. But born into humble beginnings, King David's early life was marked by adversity, growing up in a neighborhood that was struck with socio-economical challenges and all type of misfits. Raised by a single mother in his community, plagued by systematic inequalities, he was no stranger to harsh realities of his urban life. Despite the odds stacked up against him, King David possessed an unwavering determination and an innate charisma that would later shape his legacy. As he came of age, he found solace and camaraderie among his peers, eventually rising to prominence within the street gang culture of the 1960s. With the magnetic presence and a keen sense of leadership, Barksdale formed the Black Gangster Disciple Nation into a formidable force, uniting disenfranchised youth under a common banner while challenging the status quo of the era. His life, a testament to the complexities of his identity, his power, and his struggle. Life is an inedible mark of the history of Chicago streets. King David's ascent to prominence as the leader of the Black Gangster Disciples was accompanied by a series of violent clashes and notorious incidents that underscored his influence in Chicago's underworld. Infamous for his involvement in various cases and shootings, Barksdale's name became synonymous with the volatile landscape of this nation's warfare. His reign saw a surge in gang-related violence as rival factions vivied for territory and power over these city streets. But despite his status, Barksdale always surrounded himself with a loyal circle of friends and allies, individuals who shared his vision and his loyalty. Among them were figures like the Chief Larry Hoover, who would later become a key player in this nation's evolution, and other trusted people who stood by Barksdale's side throughout this treacherous times. Together they navigated the trenches and politicked on street politics, forging alliances and navigating these streets in the quest for dominance. Yet amidst the chaos and the bloodshed, Barksdale's influence remained undeniable, so therefore his name will always be etched in the annals of Chicago's street history.